So, Darshan, my name is Harshit, and I have the digital marketing team at the Jobaaj Group. And in
Okay.
this, wanted to know from your side, how was your experience with the Jobaaj Learnings, the complete, journey. So, you can just start with a little bit about your education background, first of all.
Uh, I have completed bachelor's in mechanical engineering. I passed out in 2020. Then later on in 2021, I went for my master's in Germany, which included also in the same domain as mechanical engineering. It's the course name is like scientific instrumentation. But
Okay.
somehow I won't be able to complete my master's, and I came back here in India back
Okay.
in November 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, how do you came to know about the Jobaaj Learnings data in the
Uh,
course?
Yeah, I would. In my masters, they have
Yeah.
just introduced some choice-based course, which is called DSML, and that is
Okay.
why I am getting into this data field. Okay, that time I was scrolling Instagram. My whole feed was full of data scientist, data analyst, and all this stuff. And that is why at that particular time, I guess I have seen an Instagram ad for Jobaaj, and from there onwards, I have approached to the Jobaaj.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and later on, I've just attended one workshop, 3 days workshop, which is taken by Shiva sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So, once you enrolled in the program, how was the journey with the Shiva sir? Like, how do you find
Uh,
his teaching skills?
okay, at the start, it was like I was doing my whole stuff by myself, but later on, after completion my course, everything and all, Shiva sir guided me a lot about
Okay.
how I can optimize my LinkedIn profile and all this stuff.
Yeah.
The Naukri profile, how could I? He had taken one mock interview also.
Okay.
That also helped, and he had tell me about what are my lacking points that time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if we talk about the data, like let's say if someone is from not from the data background, they're doing engineering or some kind of course,
Mhm.
is it really tricky or something that they need to know some technical skills, or people can a lot of fear in their mind that in data analytics we have to do this, we have to do that. So is it that is such, or people in particular can apply for these kind of courses and
No,
be able to
anybody.
get
I feel
data?
anybody who have some interest in data domain to get started into this particular domain,
Okay.
who can approach to, who can learn all this stuff. But they might have need some kind of dedication, as this course need, a consistent work. You have to work it consistently, learn all the stuff. For that, you need some dedication, and anybody can do this. To get into data domain as a data analyst, it's not much difficult, I feel. But to get a job at first, it's might be some tricky part because the job
Okay.
market is not so good actually.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So what's the day-to-day task looks like in the data analytics field? What do you have to basically do, if you can explain in few words in the
Uh,
data?
yeah, the most you will be working with the data, you will gather some data, the required for you will gather the data which is required for your analysis stuff. Then you might need sometimes you might need to clean the data, manipulate it to
Okay.
get that insights, and then onwards you will find the insights and making some reports using the Power BI and Tableau.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So like since the data field is growing so much, is it because that for each and everything we are getting a lot of data in terms of if someone is using my platform, we are getting their location, we are getting from where this user is coming to my website. In terms of someone is using someone's app, or anything which can be used, the data is being collected by a lot of tools. So how actually important it is to analyze the data for a company's growth these days?
Okay, back in like 2017 and 2018, it was not that much, I feel, important. The companies
Yeah,
won't have that
exactly.
mindset actually to,
Correct, correct, correct.
the data will help them. Okay, then onwards, then onwards, actually, the data role came into existence, I guess. The companies get to know about it, such like the data that previously worked, they have the previous year work data that can help to give or to provide some data driven decision that might help to build their uh,
Hmm.
strategies and grow their own business.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay. So I think that's why it's so much important these days for the growth part.
Uh,
If
mhm.
you talk about job or learnings, how do you find the learning? If you ask you to rate from 1 to 10, how much you will rate job or learnings?
Okay, I would give it like 7.5, as I have to,
Okay.
I have to learn it by myself. I was just
Right.
getting the videos and all the stuff. But
Right.
one positive part about it that Shiva sir is, taking some case studies, yeah, at
Mm.
each and every Saturday as on Fridays. That would be
Right.
a good part because we get to learn a lot of stuff from that. How
From the
a
live
data
sessions.
analyst will actually, yeah, how
Okay.
the data analyst actually thinks logically. Shiva
Okay.
sir have that experience to share with
Right.
the
Right.
students.
Okay. So
Yeah.
recently, where are you working right now? Since after the placement, where are you currently working, and what's the date?
I'm currently working at an organization where I'm working as a trainer. Like I
Trainer.
used to train the students about
Okay.
data analysis and data science stuff. I used to train the students just like in Shiva sir.
Okay.
He's kind of my motivation for behind it.
Yes.
I used to teach about Excel, SQL, Python, Power BI, and Tableau, and along with it, I'm also still teaching them about machine learning and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like, if someone's looking to make their career in the data analytics field, and if they comes in front of you, will you be suggesting about the job learnings to them?
Uh, yeah, I would suggest them, but they might have that fire inside them to learn about it. They do
Learn
have,
about it. Okay.
they must have that dedication to get into this
Dedication to
field,
learn.
and
Okay.
yeah,
Understood.
they must have that fire to learn all these concepts. Shiva sir will help you with the
Yeah.
case studies and all this stuff, but you have to work consistently by
Work on
yourself,
yourself.
watching
Okay.
the videos and all this stuff. Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Or
Correct. Okay.
else what happens, right? Some people get started with the course, and in the middle of it they just leave it.
Mm. Okay.
Because coming from as my experience, coming from a non-IT background,
Mm.
there are some few concepts that is quite difficult for me to understand. you
Right.
know at that particular time, moment of time, you need to be persistent about it, that you will do it, you will do it. You need that motivation.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
And
Understood.
if you don't have that kind of motivation and interest in this field, then you'll
Huh.
end up quitting the
Really.
learning stuff.
So indirectly, it's completely up to you. If you're
Yeah.
giving 100%, then
Hmm.
definitely be able to succeed. Okay.
Yes, 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 absolutely.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty much it, Darshan. From my side, just wanted to know your views about in terms of the data domain, in terms of Jobaaj Learnings. And I think you have a lovely rest of the future. You do
Yeah,
well, and we'll be connected with you.
yeah, sure.
Sure. Definitely. Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Darshan. You have a lovely
thank
rest
you.
of the
Yeah,
you
yeah,
too.
thank you. Have a good day.